Bruno, he was a songwriter first. If you look at BC Jean, who signed to Sony, she wrote If I Were a Boy for Beyonce, and then from that got a record deal. And if you look at Bonnie McKee, who, I'm sure you'll hear of her soon, she's, signed to Dr. Luke, and she wrote, on Katy Perry's record and Teo Cruz and stuff like that. So it's definitely a big trend in publishing, which is, essentially artist development, by the publishers. You're building a different story for the songwriters, and that's actually part of Bruno's story, is that he was a songwriter before he was an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
That's a very good point, yeah.
Yeah, so that's another thing that publishers are doing to, for their songwriters, is helping build a different kind of story.
Was it planned that way with Bruno Mars? Was there a conscious decision to say, well, this guy sings and plays guitar, but let's have him write for other people first?
No, he was actually signed to a different label and dropped, and definitely spent, he always says that him and his brothers were in a cover band in LA doing the bar thing, playing for 10 people for years. So while it may seem that, he wasn't kind of an overnight success, it definitely, I'm sure he would have preferred if it was not signed and dropped, and he was writing songs as a way to pay his bills, and it kind of grew from there. So definitely not planned that way, but and he definitely is someone who, if he decides to not keep doing music or not being an artist, he could definitely be a producer and be a writer, and he's building a whole other career that way too.